Hello everybody and welcome to Liquid Universe Gaming. I am AeroDox, and this video is for all the new players or prospective new players who are ready or considering joining the verse. Today we are going to talk about starter ships, their prices, our recommendations. We'll also be discussing the basic current status of Star Citizen and what you can expect when or if you start playing, and then we're also going to get you guys some basics so you can get started earning that AUEC. So let's roll the intro and get started. Alright, so first things first, you're going to need a ship. And there are a few things to consider before making your choice, like price and ship function. Early in the game, you're going to need to practice the basics like navigation and flight, as well as have a ship that can make you a decent amount of starter money, in as many ways as possible. Now for us, that ship is easily the Avenger Titan. Now, the Avenger Titan starter pack is $70 USD on the website, and it comes with some notable features that will be useful for new players, such as 3 ship weapons, physical storage space, and SCU storage space. And basically, what this means is that you'll have the ability to do 3 different mission types right out of the gate, like bounty hunting, cargo hauling, and delivery missions. And that's not to say that the ship can't do more. We highly recommend the Avenger Titan because it will offer you a decent ship with more than enough uses to get you earning UAC as quickly as possible, all while you learn the basics of flight, navigation, and contracts. Alright, so maybe the Avenger Titan isn't for you, maybe you're looking for something a little bit cheaper. Another option you might have is the Aurora MR. On the website, its starter pack is $45. It has 3 SCU space, it does have some weapons on it, and it does have a physical interior. The only thing about the Aurora is that it's not as combat oriented. If that's not something that bugs you, if you want to start off nice and slow and easy with some delivery missions, maybe some cargo hauling, the Aurora MR is definitely for you. And finally, there's another option in my mind. You can get the Mustang Alpha. It is $65 for the starter pack on the website. It is more of a combat focused ship. So be warned, if you choose this ship as your starter ship, you won't be able to do delivery missions because the ship does not have an internal space. It does not have anywhere for you to physically pick up a box in one location, put it into your ship, and then fly it to another area. It does have guns. It will get you from point A to point B. It'll let you do bunker missions later on. It just doesn't have the interior space, and for some new players, jumping straight into the bounty section of the game can be a little daunting. That's why we're speaking about it last. It is still a perfectly legitimate ship. So let's say you buy a ship and it turns out that you don't like it. Well, the good thing about these ships, pledge ships as they're called on the website, is that you can exchange them again on the website for credit towards another ship of your choosing. Let's say you purchase the Mustang Alpha, you don't like it, you want to try the Avenger Titan. Well, you can take all $65 of that ship's value and you can put it towards the Avenger Titan. You'll just have to put down the additional $5 to get the ship, or alternatively, you could trade in that ship outright for the Aurora MR. Alright, so at this point, you've chosen your ship, you've created your avatar, and now you need to select a primary residence, and you've got a couple of options. You've got Area 18, you've got Lorryville, and you've got New Babbage, and in my opinion, New Babbage is the way to go for new players. New Babbage, in my opinion, is not as complex to navigate as some of the other cities might be. You've basically got 3 areas. You've got Aspire Apartments, which also serves as the medical facility, and then you've got the Commons, which has the promenade, which has all of your food, water, armor, ship guns, regular weapons, ammo, all that good stuff. And then you've got the NBIS, or the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport, where you can store and retrieve all of your ships for your various adventures. Now, to be clear, Area 18 and Hurston all have those things, but the travel systems, the trains, are a little bit more difficult for new players to navigate around. New Babbage is all just in one loop. If you get on the train and you miss your stop, you'll just wait and you'll eventually end up at one of the locations. Basically, in my mind, New Babbage is perfect for a new player because it just involves you either spawning at Aspire, heading to the commons to get absolutely everything that you need, and then heading off to the spaceport, and off you are on your next adventure. Or alternatively, you arrive at the Space Center, just head over to the commons, gear up on whatever you need, and then head back to the spaceport. Now, no matter what city you've chosen, it's time to learn a very important lesson. Signs are your friend. The game does not have much of a tutorial beyond helpful hints that you get at the bottom of the screen. You're essentially just going to have to self-navigate, and the way you do that is by following the signs everywhere. You're going to get near the trains, and the trains are going to say, this train is for Aspire, this train is for the Commons, this train is for the spaceport. This is going to be the same everywhere that you go, no matter what city you start at or go to. This is the same for everything else too, including the shops. If you land at a city and you're looking for Center Mass, you're going to have to wander around until you find little signs with arrows on them that say Center Mass this way. Okay, so you've been exploring, you've been using the signs, but now you're bored, you want to make some money. Let's talk about contracts. If we press F1, we are going to open our personal thought menu. If we navigate down here, we're going to open up to our contracts. Now, as you can see, under the General tab, we've got access to just a ton of different missions. Now, when you guys start out, most of your missions are going to be fairly low pay, and that's because you need to rack up reputation. Generally speaking, the more reputation you rack up, the higher paying jobs you'll get. Now, personally, I recommend everybody start with delivery missions, and the reason for that is because it gets you guys used to coming out of the hab, finding your way down the elevators, finding your way to the fleet manager's panels, finding your ships, and then going off and flying with them, and then completing basic missions and getting paid. You'll find after just a few delivery missions, you'll start seeing payments like $9,000, $11,000, and in my case, $45,000, and they're not hard. They're generally not combat oriented, so you don't have anything to worry about there. It's simply just pick up a package, play UPS delivery boy, repeat. Now, if you chose the Mustang Alpha, then you're pretty much in on the bounty game. And, you know, that pays well too. You do a couple missions of those at the low pay grade, and then before you know it, you're getting, you know, 10,000, 20,000, 35,000, and then there's even player bounties you can go after. And they're not generally overly complex either. Basically, you get your ship, you fly out somewhere, it could be far away, and then you engage someone in combat. Once the target is dead, you collect the bounty. It's that simple. Now, if you chose the Aurora MR, you're not going to get very far with bounties, but you can still do deliveries, and then there's also the possibility of doing cargo. The Aurora MR comes equipped with a cargo bay, and basically what that involves is you fly somewhere, you buy a commodity that's worth a certain amount here, and then you fly it somewhere else and you sell it for more over there. And it doesn't matter where you start. Nothing you do at the very beginning is going to be very lucrative. It's all about getting those first few missions under your belt, so remember that. The most important thing is just to stick with whatever you decide to go with. Eventually you're going to start seeing money. I think with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call this video here. If you guys want to see more in-depth content like how to do certain missions and all that kind of stuff, definitely let me know in the comments below. And please, please, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Links will be in the video description below. We hope to see you guys all out in the verse soon, and don't forget a med pen. Peace.